Hello everyone. This video is part 3 of chapter 2. Today we will study about deficiency disorders. What are deficiency disorders? Why does these disorders happen? And what are the symptoms of these disorders? This session is going to be very interesting because I will explain all the deficiency disorders with the help of diagrams. First, let us understand what is meaning of deficiency disorders. Disorder means diseases and deficiency means lack or shortage, or we can say not having something in enough amount. So, deficiency disorders are the disorders or diseases that are caused due to deficiency of nutrients, or can say due to lack of nutrients in the diet for a long time. Deficiency disorders can be corrected by taking balanced diet. Let us understand about deficiency disorders with the help of this flow chart. Food consists of nutrients. That means there are various types of nutrients present in our food. If the nutrients in our diet are in correct amount, then it leads to balanced diet. Balanced diet means diet that contains adequate amount of all essential nutrients required for healthy functioning of the body. But if the nutrients in our diet are in lesser amount than the requirement of the body, then it leads to deficiency disorders. Deficiency disorders are the diseases due to deficiency of nutrients in the diet for a long time. These are some examples. Deficiency of carbohydrates and proteins in the diet for a long time results in marasmus. Similarly, deficiency or lack of dietary fibers in the diet for a long time results in constipation. Similarly, deficiency of proteins and vitamins in the diet for a long time can cause various deficiency disorders. We will study about these deficiency disorders in the upcoming slides one by one. If the nutrients in our diet are in excess amount than the requirement of the body, then it leads to obesity. Obesity is caused due to excess of fats in the diet for a long time. We will study obesity also in upcoming slides. Now we will see nutrient related disorders in detail. As discussed earlier, our diet should have all essential nutrients in the required proportions. Lack or excess of nutrients in the body can cause disorders, deficiency disorders. If the nutrient intake by the body is not sufficient, it creates deficiency of that particular nutrient. If this condition of insufficient consumption of food containing nutrients continues for a long time, it leads to nutrient deficiency. That means if this condition of not taking nutrients in sufficient amount in the diet continues for a long time, it leads to nutrient deficiency. The disorders caused due to nutrient deficiency in the diet are called deficiency disorders. Let's revise. The disorders caused due to nutrient deficiency in the diet are called deficiency disorders. Now we will study all the deficiency disorders in detail one by one. First is kwashiorkor. If there is deficiency of proteins in the diet for a long time, then it results in kwashiorkor. Symptom. Symptom means a physical or mental feature which indicates a condition of disease. Symptoms of kwashiorkor are swelling on the feet, bloated belly due to swelling of liver, sleeplessness and slow growth. This is the image of a child suffering from kwashiorkor. Here you can see swelling on the feet, swelling on the belly due to swelling of liver. Now see marasmus. If there is deficiency of both carbohydrates and proteins in the diet for a long time, then it results in deficiency disorder called marasmus. The symptoms are severe muscle wasting and stunted growth. Let us understand muscle wasting and stunted growth with the help of this diagram. There are 3 children in this picture. All the 3 children are of same age. This is a normal healthy child. This child is showing muscle wasting because his weight is less according to his height. You can compare him with this healthy child. See, height of both children are same, but his weight is more, and weight of this child is less according to his height. And this is because of poor muscle development. This child has stunted growth because his height is low according to his age. This is the image of a child suffering from marasmus. A child suffering from marasmus becomes very thin, shows slow body growth and poor muscle development. Now we will study deficiency disorders caused due to deficiency of minerals. If there is deficiency of calcium in the diet for a long time, then it results in bone and tooth decay. Symptoms are weak bones and tooth decay. See here. Tooth decay is the decay of the outer surface of the tooth as a result of bacterial action. Tooth decay is also called cavity. Cavity is a hole that form in your tooth. Cavities start small and gradually becomes bigger if they are left untreated. This is cavity. Deficiency of iodine in the diet for a long time results in goiter. Symptoms are swollen glands in the neck and sluggishness. Sluggishness means laziness. This is the image of a lady suffering from goiter. Here you can see swelling on the neck due to swollen glands in the neck. Next is iron. If there is deficiency of iron in the diet for a long time, then it results in anemia. Anemia results from lack of red blood cells. Here you can see the number of red blood cells in a healthy human are in very large amount. But in a person suffering from anemia, the number of red blood cells are very less. You can clearly see the difference. Symptoms of anemia are weakness and paleness. Paleness means skin color becomes pale. In this picture you can see this is normal color and this is pale color. Now we will see some deficiency disorders caused due to deficiency of vitamins in the diet. First is vitamin A. The scientific name of vitamin A is retinol. Deficiency of vitamin A in the diet results in loss of vision and skin problems. Symptoms are poor vision, loss of vision in the darkness, and sometimes it results in complete loss of vision and dry skin. Here in this image you can see dry skin. The next is vitamin B1. The scientific name of vitamin B1 is thiamine. Deficiency of vitamin B1 in the diet for a long time results in deficiency disorder called beriberi. The symptoms are weak muscles, very little energy and poor growth in the children. Next is vitamin B2. The scientific name of vitamin B2 is riboflavin. Deficiency of vitamin B2 in the diet for a long time results in erythrobieflavinosis and photophobia. Symptoms are cracked lips, cracks at the corner of the mouth ulcers, sore throat, dry skin, and eyes become sensitive to bright sunlight. This image shows cracked lips. And here you can see cracks at the corner of the mouth. These cracks can be cured by applying petroleum jelly. Petroleum jelly is also called Vaseline. Mouth ulcers and sore throat we will see in the next slide. These are mouth ulcers. Mouth ulcers are also known as canker sores. These are painful sores on inner lips, tongue and roof of the mouth. They can make eating and drinking uncomfortable. Next is sore throat. Sore throat is pain anywhere in the throat. The left part shows healthy throat and the right part shows sore throat. Here you can see redness in the throat, canker sores and throat swelling and swollen tonsils. Next is vitamin B3. The scientific name of vitamin B3 is niacin, and deficiency of vitamin B3 in the diet results in pellagra. Symptoms are diarrhea, drying of skin and irritability. Irritability means person becomes irritated, as you can see here in the pictures. Next is vitamin B12. The scientific name of vitamin B12 is cobalamin. Deficiency of vitamin B12 in the diet for a long time results in deficiency disorder called anemia. Anemia we have discussed in the last slides. The symptoms are lack of appetite, pale skin and low stamina. Pale skin means skin color becomes pale. In this picture you can see this is normal color, this is normal color and this is pale color. Next is vitamin C. The scientific name of vitamin C is ascorbic acid. If there is deficiency of vitamin C in the diet for a long time, it results in scurvy. Symptoms are bleeding gums and wounds take a long time to heal. This is the image of bleeding gums. Next is vitamin D. If there is deficiency of vitamin D and minerals, calcium and phosphorus in the diet for a long time, then it results in deficiency disorders called rickets in children and osteomalacia in adults. Symptoms of rickets are bones become soft and deformed. This is the image of a child suffering from rickets. Here you can see clearly bones have bent. And the symptoms of osteomalacia are bone pain and bones become prone to fracture. Next is vitamin K. If there is deficiency of vitamin K in the diet for a long time, then it results in deficiency disorder called bleeding disorder. Symptoms are uncontrolled bleeding from the wounds and delayed blood clotting. First, let us understand what is blood clotting. This image shows bleeding after a cut. If this blood coming out would not stop, it will result in excessive bleeding. Vitamin K helps to stop this excessive bleeding by forming blood clot. This is blood clot. Blood clot is sticky lump that forms when blood dries up or becomes thick. And this blood clotting prevents excessive bleeding when you are injured or cut. So, when there is deficiency of vitamin K, blood clotting delays and results in excessive bleeding due to injury. Now, next is excessive intake of nutrients. Let us see what happens when we take nutrients in excess amount in our diet than the requirement of the body. Obesity. Obesity is a medical condition that results from excess intake of fat-rich foods. That means when fat-rich foods are taken in excess amount than the requirement of the body, it results to obesity. The excess fat gets accumulated to such an extent that it starts negatively affecting one's health, well-being and the ability to carry out certain activity. You can see this is the image of a person suffering from obesity. Now with this, chapter 2 is complete. If you have liked the video, hit like button, comment on the video and give your feedback. Subscribe my channel and hit bell icon to get notifications about the latest videos. Thank you.